We did a mock draft about a month ago, and as the NBA draft is getting closer and closer, it's time to reconvene our collective efforts for a mock draft card. This time, rather than doing the NBA draft lottery, we are going to do the entire first round. So we can keep this quick moving. Just give me like one sentence of explanation. But you and I have done a bunch of scouting now. We're through 50 of our 75 player prospect scouting reports on the channel. We also have 50 player comparison videos. So I think you and I have a better feel than we did the last time we did a mock draft for who all of these players are. And there's also been some intel on what players certain teams are targeting. So just like last time, I think we want to do this like who would we draft if we were the GM, but you can take the buzz of who these teams are targeting as what you would do if you want to. It's totally fine. So you want to go first or second, and then we'll just alternate and get through the top 30.
I'll go second.
Okay. You would. Oh, this is a tough one. Card, I'm gonna take Donovan Clingan 1 for the Atlanta Hawks. I think the Hawks want Donovan Clingan. I think they want to move down, but nobody wants to draft first in this draft, and everybody wants to get Clingan at 3. If they really want Clingan, they're going to realize they need to just take him at 1. And I think he's ready. I think he's a win now ready center for a team that thinks they can compete in the playoffs.
Okay, good reasoning. Because of that, with the number 2 pick for the Washington Wizards, I am going to select Alex Sarr. The Wizards are a dumpster fire. They're in a rebuild, but I don't know if they're actually rebuilding. I think this is the pick that might get them into the rebuild. They have guys like Bilal Coulibaly on the team who are like an upside pick as well. I just think they need to start tapping into guys that have potential, and hopefully Sarr is a pick that works out and can, basically jumpstart the rebuild.
I think it's a smart pick. I will be surprised if he falls out of the top 2. I am going to take Zachary Risacher at 3. It seems like every team is consistent in believing him and Sarr have the most upside in this draft. Won't be shocked if he ends up going first overall. If the Hawks do trade the pick, I think a lot of teams would move up and consider Risacher at 1. I think Houston's going to trade this pick, and I have no idea who it will be to, but whoever it is to, if Risacher is there at 3, I think he goes off the board.
Okay. The San Antonio Spurs with the 4th pick. This is going to be the first pick that I think might shake things up for the rest of the draft. I think this goes against a lot of the picks that people might have. I think the San Antonio Spurs, we are going to select Rob Dillingham with the 4th pick.
Whoa.
I think Pop can unlock Rob Dillingham and maybe help him in areas that he might lack as far as like shot selection, maturity, things like that, while also bringing in an extremely talented point guard to play with Wemby.
God, a Dillingham Wemby team will be so fun. All right, the Pistons are up at 5. There's been a lot of Reed Sheppard buzz. I'm going to go with the guy I think is the best player available and a great fit for the Pistons that they have been rumored to be interested in. I'm going Matas Buzelis at 5. I would be ecstatic if he ends up a Detroit Piston. I think this player has the highest upside of any player in the draft, and it sounds more and more increasingly likely he'll be available at 5.
I love that pick for my Pistons. The Hornets with the 6th pick, the Hornets, we'll select Reed Sheppard. We're not going to let him fall anymore. We're going to select Reed Sheppard, play him next to LaMelo. He could play off ball. He could space the floor. Then you have Brandon Miller on the team as well. I think that gives you a good like young core right there to work with.
I hate the Sheppard fit with Charlotte, just speaking for me personally. Like, if you could flip Sheppard and Dillingham to those landing spots, I would like it so much more. Okay, this gets interesting. You will notice that we have not called the name of Stephon Castle yet. Stephon Castle wants to be a point guard, and a lot of these teams have point guards. I don't think the Blazers would take him at 7, which is why I'm going to take Dalton Knecht at 7. It sounds like he's rising up the boards. There's a lot of teams really impressed with Knecht. So I won't be surprised if Knecht goes like top 3 in this draft at this point. If he's there at 7, I think it's a great fit alongside Scoot and the front court players that the Blazers already have.
Okay. I was really hoping that Knecht would get to 8 to the Spurs. Okay, I'm not gonna let this guy fall anymore. With the 8th pick, the Spurs are gonna select Stephon Castle. Going to put Stephon Castle. He can cover up for Dillingham's, you know, defensive woes. Maybe that doesn't work out because he wants to play point guard really bad. I don't know if that could work. Who knows? But I don't think he could fall anymore. And you feel good about putting him with that young core with Wemby.
Yeah, I agree. All right. At 9, you know what? F it. I'm drafting for Mikart. I believe the Memphis Grizzlies want a center. I believe they want Donovan Clingan. If they don't get Donovan Clingan, I believe the next best center in this league or in this draft is Zach Edey. I'm taking Zach Edey.
Oh,
Taking Zach Edey 9th to the Memphis Grizzlies.
9 to the Grizzlies. Okay. All right. That's okay. Number 10. We're the Jazz. Well, we're gonna pick someone French. With the number 10 pick, we're gonna take TL. That's my
TL?
nickname. That's my nickname for him. I call him Timeline because the Twitter timeline loves him. We're taking Tajan Saloon with
Johnny
that pick.
Salon. To Johnny Salon. Okay.
Tajani Salon with that pick. Yes.
To Johnny Salon. At 11, the Chicago Bulls are up. And I am going to take. There's rumors this guy's going to fall. I think if he's there at 11, the Bulls will scoop him up. I think it's Ron Holland, G League Ignite guy, supreme talent, falling way lower than I think he should. And I think the Bulls could view him as like a Zach LaVine replacement.
Okay. I like that pick. Number 12, family over everything. I'm gonna pick Cody Williams at number 12 to the Thunder.
I think everybody wants this to happen. I'm preparing my heart for a world where the Thunder pass on him and take somebody else. It would break me, though. At 13 for the Kings, I'm going to take Devin Carter. This has been a workout warrior. Everybody says like he's sneaking up into lottery consideration. He may have a promise. I think there's rumors that it could be the Kings that have made him that promise. Devin Carter to the Kings, a really good fit.
Okay. If he's going to get to this point, I'm going to take him at 14. I'm going to take Jared McCain to the Trailblazers. Just keep going. Just load up on shooting because I believe that did you get connect to the Blazers earlier?
Yep.
I'm loading up on shooting. You just got all shooting everywhere.
One of those 2 hits as a shooter, I think you feel really good about that. 15, this guy I think could definitely be a faller because of his injury. But I think the Miami Heat would be content to like wait it out and just stash him for a year. Nikola Topic. This is a guy who absolutely should be a lottery pick. I really believe in his passing upside. And the Heat pairing Nikola Jovic with Nikola Topic would be incredible.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that fit. 16, the 76ers. We are going to take Baylor guard Jacoby Walter with this pick and just bank on him at least being a guy that can knock down shots, maybe possibly being even a 3-and-D prospect. You could plug him in, play him in spot where maybe Tobias Harris might leave a gap somewhere there. We're going to take Jacoby Walter with this pick.
I like that pick. At 17, I think the Lakers are still looking for like a win now guy, and I think they're not going to pick Bronny this early. I think they will wait for the second pick and know that no one else is going to take him. I think they're going to take Tristan Da Silva. That's what I would do. I think he's like a very ready win now wing you can plug into like a Rui Hachimura role between AD and LeBron.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I like that. With the number 18 pick, the Orlando Magic are going to select Isaiah Collier. We love this value here. I think that we could use a point guard, and like Collier was regarded as a top 5 pick coming into the season. USC hurt him. He hurt himself as well. But I think being able to get him at 18 is worth the shot with the team that we have.
I hate that landing spot for Collier because they're loaded with guards already, but honestly would be an on-brand Orlando Magic move. At 19, the Toronto Raptors, I believe they want Zach Edey. Edey's gone in our mock right now. I'm going to take the next best big available, who I'm honestly surprised made it this far. I'm going to take Khalil Ware.
That's a good pick. I am surprised he made it this far. That'd be a good value for them.
Great value.
At 20, I think we're set on big men. I think I want a little bit more. We're gonna take Johnny Furphy at this spot. Johnny Furphy. I think he'll bring some athleticism and some shooting to the wing that maybe we expected guys like Isaac Okoro to bring. And I think he can fit nicely as an off-ball guy next to ball dominant players like Donovan Mitchell and Garland.
I like that pick. Furphy to the Cavs, a good one. 21 for the New Orleans Pelicans. Who I think they're going to move Brandon Ingram. So I think you could be looking for like a Brandon Ingram replacement. And there's not a lot of guys that like I feel fantastic about here. I'm going to take the wing that I think, just speaking for myself, is the best wing. I'm going to take Terrence Shannon.
Wow, Terrence. Okay.
Terrence Shannon Jr. to the Pelicans.
All right. Um, all right. I'm the Suns. I have all these players locked up. I need someone who can play right away. I don't have a point guard. I'm gonna select Tyler Kolek at this spot for the Suns. I think you can
Interesting.
plug him in right away. Dude's 24. He'll pass the ball, feel tough. I think he'll work.
Interesting. All right. For the Milwaukee Bucks. Ooh, I'm going to take Deron Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Feels like a Bucky-ish pick and just a guy who can kind of be versatile as a strong big, play alongside Giannis, solidify a front court, maybe be a Brook Lopez replacement as he gets older. Yeah, role player type, but I like that.
Okay.
Back-to-back pick for the Knicks here.
Yeah. So with the first pick for the Knicks, I'm gonna go. You know, I know I'm Tibbs. I know Tibbs is drafting. Tibbs is taking Filipowski. He's taking Filipowski. I don't know. I can't get much explanation there. I just know Tibbs is taking Filipowski.
This would be very Knicksian if they take Kyle Filipowski at 24. I think they take Baylor Shireman at 25. And I think honestly, Shireman would help them a lot. I think they need just like shooters around the core they already have. And I think Shireman's great value at 25. I would be surprised if he makes it that far.
I like those back-to-back picks for them, honestly. Shireman be fun with the Knicks. Let's see here. The Wizards, I got Sar. I'm gonna take Cam Christie at the spot at 26.
Ooh.
Upside, another upside pick. We're just going all upside. He's a guy who can draft, a guy who can shoot the ball. And hopefully that works out. I like just taking shots on guys.
I don't hate that. All right, 27. I'm going to take a guy that we talked about this fit for in our scouting report breakdown. I'm going to take Tristan Newton for the Minnesota Timberwolves. If Tristan Newton could learn under Mike Conley for like a year, I think there's a world where he sort of ends up like a Drew Holiday type alongside Anthony Edwards long term, and it's a really, really great fit.
I like that. I like that. If I'm the T Wolves, I'm gonna try to lock down Towns and maybe move on from Gobert at some point if I can. And I think I'm gonna take Yves Missi at this spot until and hopefully he turns out he's ready and he ends up being a more dynamic version of Gobert.
Great value for Yves Missi. I am going to select for the Utah Jazz at 29, Keyshawn George. Upside play, pair him with Keyshawn George.
Wait, you skipped the Nuggets.
You just drafted for the Nuggets. I'm
No,
29.
I drafted for the T Wolves, didn't I?
You messed it up. You're supposed to draft for the Nuggets.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, that's on me. Well,
you
my
took
apologies.
Yves Missi for the Nuggets. I'm taking Keyshawn George to pair with Keontae George. George backcourt.
Okay. So I'm on Celtics, correct?
Yes.
Last pick here. Hmm. I'm gonna take Jalen Tyson at this spot. Jalen Tyson from Cal, just a 6'7" guy that can plug and play. I can think do it all. I think he would fit in defensively. He can work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with him.
I like that spot. All right. There's your first round mock draft. That was chaotic and fun, but I like it. I feel we should like keep track of that and then look at how many we got right with draft tickets here.
Let's not do that.
Okay.